Let's take a look at my top 10 Funko Pops from 2023. Hey guys, it's Jedi Lex and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at my top 10 favorite Funko Pops that were released in 2023, and it was very difficult to put this list together because we got a lot of really great Star Wars Funko Pops this year. However, I think my list is pretty stacked, so let's jump right into it. Coming in at number 10 is going to be a new leak that we just recently got, and I believe it hasn't been officially announced by Funko yet, but it is going to be Grogu with the Anzelian Droid Smith, and this is one of my favorite scenes in Season 3, so it's really cool that they've made this into a Funko Pop, and I think Funko does a phenomenal job with droids, and I guess you could say aliens or other species, so I think the Droid Smith looks absolutely awesome, and this is a super cool pairing, which is why it's landed at number 10 on my list. Coming in at number 9 is going to be the Mandalorian on the speeder with Grogu, and while I don't have this in my collection, I have seen it in other collectors' collections, and it looks absolutely awesome. It is one that I want to add to my collection, I just don't think I have the space for it right now, but the detail on it is absolutely amazing. On one side you have Grogu in his satchel, and then on the other side you have Boba Fett's helmet, and I just think the amount of detail that they were able to get onto this pop ride is absolutely awesome, and they've come a very long way with the speeder bikes. So honestly, I think it's a really cool pop and one that I do want to add to my collection, which is why it's landed at number 9 on my list. Coming in at number 8 is the Entertainment Earth exclusive Obi-Wan Kenobi in his Mandalorian armor, and I think that when this pop released or was announced, there was a lot of hype surrounding it, so I ended up pre-ordering it, and this is one that I do have in my collection, but I think it's just a really cool variation to the typical Obi-Wan Kenobi that we have. He's actually in his Mandalorian armor, which I think looks great, and he even has his lightsaber, so all around, I think that this is an amazing Funko Pop, which is why it's landed at number 8 on my list. Coming in at number 7 is going to be the BAM exclusive 332nd Company Trooper, which looks absolutely awesome. I do not have this one in my collection yet, but I do plan on getting it, and I think a lot of Funko collectors were very impressed with the pose on this one. He's actually running, and he has his blaster, and I think the color palette is super cool, and it was the first official 332nd Company Trooper that we've gotten, because there have been some customs that are floating around, but this was the first official one, and there is another one that's coming out in the Ahsoka line. However, I think this one is better just because of the color palette as well as the Clone Wars box and just the pose itself in general, which is why this one has landed at number 7 on my list. Coming in at number 6 is the Gaming Greats GameStop exclusive General Grievous, which I think looks absolutely phenomenal. As I mentioned prior, Funko does a phenomenal job with the droids and other aliens or species, and this is a prime example of that. Yes, we have gotten General Grievous pops in the past, but I think this is a very different or, just a unique take on the character, having him be battle damaged, and I think it just looks absolutely phenomenal, and even though I don't have this one in my collection, I do plan on picking it up. Coming in at number 5 is the 2023 Fall Convention Limited Edition Darth Maul, which looks absolutely amazing. Again, we have gotten Darth Maul Funko Pops in the past, but this is just such a new and refreshing variation on the character, and I think it looks amazing. I do have this pop, and I have taken it out of the box, and the detail that they've been able to get on these Talon legs, or the cybernetic legs, however you want to refer to them, is just amazing, which is why it's landed at number 5 on my list. Coming in at number 4 is going to be the Return of the Jedi 40th Anniversary Darth Vader, where he's laying on his side with his helmet off, and honestly, this is an amazing Funko Pop. I am super impressed that Funko is able to do these different positions, and we've kind of moved away from the classic hero pose, and now we have Funkos sitting in chairs or laying down, just like this one, and I think this was a very pivotal moment in Return of the Jedi, so I'm super glad they were able to make it into a Funko Pop, and I do have this one in my collection, and it is one of my favorite Darth Vader pops. Coming in at number 3 is going to be the Walmart exclusive Cracked Mask Darth Vader, and yes, I have acknowledged that they can make this pop so much better if they were able to add certain details into it, whether it's the coloring of the red and the blue, or even the eyes, or even giving him like a slash across the chest plate. However, I think that this is my favorite Darth Vader Funko Pop that we have gotten. I think it's super cool. It sucked that it took so long to come out, and there was the back and forth between it being a Walmart and a Target exclusive, and then it was back to Walmart. However, I'm super impressed with it. I was able to add this one to my collection not too long ago, Funko, and it definitely is one of my favorite Darth Vader pops, which is why it's landed at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is going to be the Target exclusive Grand Admiral Thrawn, which looks absolutely amazing. Funko has come a very long way in the amount of detail that they're able to get, or even just making the finer details look even better, because I was able to compare it to the 2017 Galactic Convention one, and while I do prefer that 2017 one, you know, just for the pose and whatnot, it was really cool to see how great the ranks on this one looks compared to the 2017 one, which is a little bit more sloppy, so it's great to see that Funko is really paying attention to those finer details on some of these pops, which is why this one has landed at number 2 on my list. Coming in at number 1 is none other than one of my favorite characters, Ahsoka from the Power of the Galaxy Amazon exclusive line, so it is Ahsoka the White, and this is one of my favorite pops of all times, so it was easily number 1 on my 2023 list, and it probably will be on my top 10 Funko Pop list going forward, just because it's an amazing Funko Pop. I think that it looks absolutely great, and it resembles one of the most pivotal scenes in the ending of Rebels, and then we get to see her kind of transition from Ahsoka the Grey into Ahsoka the White in the new Ahsoka series. So this pop is hands down my favorite Funko Pop, and it probably will be going forward in future years, but that's why it's number 1 on my list. So there you guys have it. Those are my top 10 Funko Pops of 2023, and I'm very interested to know what you guys think of my top 10, as well as what your top 10 Funko Pops were of 2023. So leave those down in the comments. I'm very interested to read those, but I think that pretty much does it for this video. So as always, guys, thank you for watching my videos. I'll see you next time. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, as well as subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or even click to watch one of my other videos, and may the Force be with you.